Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. If you've already subscribed to our channel, thank you very much. If you haven't, please do. When you do, be sure and tap on the little notification bell so you'll be notified every time we put up a new video. If you tap the like button, we appreciate that too. Anyway, here we are back at American V Twin in Beaumont, California. My friend Kenny's in the office where he belongs while I do this. Now, in our last video, we were working on this Panhead, and I took the cam cover off, took the cam out. There was some damage. So let me show what that damage really is. First off, here is the cam, which we were opening this motor to change anyway. And this is the bushing, which was originally in the cover. And as you can plainly see, it has spun in the cover and ruined, done some real damage to that cover. There are people that can repair it, but it's going to take some doing. So we started checking into it, and Kenny called his customer, and shock and amazement, this is not the original cover. These are original 65 cases. There is an original cam cover for them. And so he brought it over, and we've got it. We're going to put a stock cam back in this because the cam that was in it was damaged. I might also add this bushing, the reason it came loose from the cover, first off, it may not have been a proper fit, I don't know. Secondly, it was not pinned. Now, there's no evidence of there ever having been a pin in this bushing, but you can see the original bushing that was in this cover when it came from the factory was pinned. A little groove down in there where that pin was. And here is the original cover we're going to use. And the bushing is in fine shape. It fits perfectly. It's been pinned properly. Everything's good here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a stock cam back in this motor. And we're going to put the original cover on it. Let me get rid of this, Mike, if you want to show a couple things in there while I do this. Let's see, let me put it right here for the moment. Okay, that gets it out of the way. I'm having a little bit of difficulty with space here. But anyway, so we're going to put a new bearing in here, a new cam bearing, and put the cam in, put the cover back on, and I think we're going to put a nice new set of hydraulic lifters in it. Gee, I don't know, everything just seems like it's going to be real nice now. I was really kind of sweating it when I took that apart and saw that damage, but I think we're going to be fine. I've cleaned most of this up pretty well for now. Okay, so what I want to do is put a little grease on this. I'm going to pull the cam bearing out and put a new one in. I don't know that the old one is damaged. I really don't care. I'm not taking any chances. I'm putting in a new bearing. So, let's see here. Let's take the one that's in there out. I think. Let me move this, please. There we go. Be sure there's enough room. The flywheel nut's out of the way.
Phone's on vibrate, guys.
Okay. So let me take this right here and get this tool on. So there we got the first piece of the tool in. Now the sleeve. Nice big bronze washer. And the nut. Okay. I had to move the flywheel so as to get the nut out of the way for this tool to go in there. Okay. Now we'll just take all the slack out of it. And we'll put the expander in there. Okay. got backhanded hammer action there. Let me see that I've got it nice and loose here first. Okay. Okay, take that. Make sure we tap that in there. There, now I feel good about it. It's all the way through. Okay. Now we'll take this nut here. Tighten it down. Okay. And this will pull the bearing right out. Just go nice and easy with it. It's a big wrench, so it doesn't take much effort on my part to turn this nut. This bearing will be out in a moment. I think we've shown changing cam bearings in past videos, but I don't think we've ever changed one in a panhead. Now they had cam bushings up until, I believe, either 55 or 58. I think it was 55 that Harley started putting in needle bearings in place of a bronze bushing in the crankcase. That, oh, I thought that just came out. Alrighty, any second we'll have this out of here, which is right about okay. There it is. Now we can see the bearing is in the tool here. And let's see, I'm going to need to take a punch and punch that out of there, but I don't need to do it right now, so we won't. Let's take a rag and wipe that out of there, make sure that that hole is all nice and clean in there. And it is. Yep. Okay, so we'll take the new bearing. I think I'll just put a little assembly lube on it, which I have right here. There is the new bearing. Now the bearing goes in, let's see, can we see that here? With the lettering to the outside. And this is a nice rounded edge here, so it'll lead straight into the crankcase. So what I'm going to do is put a little assembly lube on it, make sure that it goes in a real happy fashion. And there we go. I might even lube the bearing at the same time. Okay, let's do that. Harley used the same bearing right up through all the shovels and Evos, and yeah, Evos were the end of it. Okay. Now we'll take the tool. This is the proper tool. Again, seeing the direction that that thing's going to go in. And these are the screws that will hold the tool onto the crankcase. So let's see right here. It's going to be right like this. Get this thing right up against it. There we go. Going into the holes in the case. Let's take this back a little further. Make sure there's no pressure on anything at this time. And we'll push this in here like a champ. There it goes. Now remember that whatever this is a panhead, so these bolts are quarter 24, not quarter 20, not quarter 28, but quarter 24. I had an extra pair of them in the box with the tool. Okay, now we're going to line up that bearing very carefully in there. I'm sure Mike's got the camera on it. You can see how easily that lines up. And we're going to just put that thing right in there, making sure these screws are nice and tight. And that the cam bearing goes on nice and easy. Okay, now it's starting. I think I'd like that kicker pedal to be somewhere else. Let's see. All right. And that's just going in as smooth as can be. And there it goes. All right, so what we're gonna do now, make sure it's bottomed in there real nice, neat. Now we'll take the tool loose, take its pressure off of it, off of the bearing. And we'll look at it, make sure that that bearing is in far enough. Yes, it is. Okay. Now we'll take the tool off of here. Let's see, there's one screw and the other. And as soon as we get that off of there, have a look at the cam we're about to put in there. Okay, there's the tool is off. The cam is right here. And it's in fairly nice shape. It's an original cam we're putting in there. And so what I'm going to do is in our next video, I'm going to put that cam in and put the cover on. We'll show setting the end play and all that sort of thing. But for now, we've got that cam bearing in there. So until next time, I'll see you out on the road.